Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another What's for Dinner video. If you're new here, my name is Jess and I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2. And around here we like to make all kinds of delicious recipes, whether we find them online and try them out or make them up ourselves. And we also love some family favorites. This week I'm sharing 4 dinner recipes with you and a bonus dessert recipe. All of today's recipes are perfect for beginners, if you're just starting out cooking, or if you just want something easy on a weeknight. These are all super easy, budget-friendly, and so delicious. So if you guys like cheap, easy, and delicious meals, stick around and watch the rest of this video. Don't forget to hit that like button down below if you enjoy it, and subscribe if you're new, and let's get to the dinners. So first up, we're starting out with some Spam fried rice. And don't freak out, if you don't like Spam, you can use another meat. Same exact recipe, just switch out the meat. I'll type out this recipe down in the description box below, just click more underneath the video. So we're starting out by making the sauce. I'm just going to mix together 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, a teaspoon of sesame oil, and a teaspoon of rice vinegar. And then I'm going to add in about a half a teaspoon each of onion powder, ground ginger, and white pepper. You could use black pepper too if you want. Now that we've got that all mixed up, we're just going to set this to the side and get started on our other ingredients. So we have our sauce, and I have a bunch of white rice. This is probably about 4 cups that I made the day before and put it in the fridge. This just gives fried rice a better texture. I have a can of Spam that I cut into cubes, and like I said, you can use chicken or pork or whatever you want to use for this, or you can just leave the meat out. I also have about 1 cup each of chopped fresh carrots, some frozen corn, and some frozen peas. So I'm just going to get started by cooking my carrots in a little bit of butter, and I'm going to put a tiny splash of water and put the lid on so these will get soft faster, and then we'll start adding in our corn and peas. Before we continue with this recipe, I just wanted to mention real quick that today's video is in collaboration with my good friend Kayla over at Meals Made at Home. Kayla and I have been good friends for years, and she was off of YouTube for about 2 years. And I was so excited that she finally came back, and so we're doing a little collab today. If you've never seen Kayla's videos, you need to go check her out. She makes so many budget-friendly, delicious-looking dinners. Everything she makes looks so good. And her videos are just nice to watch because they're pretty, and Kayla is just the sweetest person ever. So when you're done with this video, make sure you go over to her channel. I'll have it linked down below. Trust me, you're bound to find something you like. Make sure you let her know down in the comments that I sent you over, and let's finish up this fried rice. So now I'm just going to cook my Spam in a little bit of vegetable oil. and just get that kind of browned and crispy on all sides. And then we'll take this out and start on the rice. I added a little bit more oil to my pan, and then I'm frying my rice in that oil. And I'm also going to make a little spot to cook some minced garlic in there. And then we're going to add in our sauce. So I just continued frying my rice and stirring it around until everything looked well combined with the sauce. And then I'm going to scoop my rice over to the side and scramble a couple of eggs and cook those up and then mix them into the rice. Now all we have to do is add everything back in and let it cook for a few minutes, and this dinner is done. I just topped my bowl of fried rice off with some sliced green onions. This recipe is so simple and so yummy, and it's such an easy weeknight dinner. Next up, we're making an easy loaded pasta salad. This one couldn't get any easier because you don't have to cook anything except for your noodles. So this is so simple, and you could change up the ingredients if you want. You can use whatever vegetables you like. So let's get into this. So in mine this time, I added in some cauliflower and some broccoli. I also shredded up some carrots. I added in both green and black olives, and you could slice these up if you wanted to. I decided to add in some bacon pieces just out of the bag, and we had some diced ham left over. And then I also added in some feta cheese and some cubed up mozzarella. I boiled my pasta while I was getting all of this together. I just cooked about 3/4 of a bag or so of mini penne pasta. Of course, you could just adjust the amounts of all of these ingredients according to how much you want to make. There's no measurements here. So I'm just adding in my pasta that I drained and rinsed under cold water. And then all you have to do is add in your dressing. You could use whatever kind of dressing you like. Italian is good, but we really like this Greek dressing. So I'm going to add on about half the bottle because I'm going to leave this in the fridge overnight and it's going to kind of soak it up. And then right before we serve it the next day, we'll just add on some more of that dressing, as little or as much as you like. And this turns out so good. When we plated up our pasta salad, we just added on some Parmesan cheese. And this dinner is so light and delicious and perfect for summer. Next up, we're making what we're calling a Doritos burrito casserole. If you like Doritos Locos Tacos, you're gonna love this one, and this is so simple. I'm starting off by making my rice for this burrito casserole. You can use plain rice if you want, or buy a bag of already flavored rice. But this is super simple, and this is how we always make it when we have tacos or anything. So I just have a cup of jasmine rice that I'm gonna toast up in a little bit of vegetable oil until it starts to get translucent. And then to that, I'm gonna add a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, and cumin. No measurements, just as much as you want. And then I'm gonna add in 1 cube of tomato chicken bouillon. Once all of my rice is translucent and that's all mixed up pretty well, I'm going to add in 2 cups of water, let this come up to a boil, and then put on a lid and simmer it for 15 minutes. Now we're going to get started on building this casserole. So we just cut up 8 flour tortillas to help them fit in the pan a little better. We sprayed our 9x13 with nonstick spray. And we're starting out with a layer of tortillas, Then we're going to add on some refried beans that we added a little bit of sour cream to. After that, we'll add on some of our rice. And we're going to end up making 2 complete layers with this. So that was 4 tortillas on the bottom, and then half of all of our other ingredients. Next up, we're adding some ground beef. We just cooked our ground beef with a package of taco seasoning. And then we're going to add on half of our Rico's nacho cheese. Next up, we're just going to add a layer of nacho cheese Doritos. And we'll top that off with some shredded Mexican blend cheese. Next, we'll just repeat that process, adding on our tortillas and then all of the other ingredients until we use them up. Once we have all of our layers done, we're just going to put this in the oven on 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. We took this next door to eat with family and I totally forgot to get a picture of my plate, but you can just top this with whatever your favorite taco toppings are. I topped mine with some sour cream, some shredded lettuce, and some guacamole. Next up, we're making some Crockpot Mississippi chicken. Now, if you don't have a Crockpot, because this is like beginner-friendly recipes, you can absolutely just put this in a baking dish, cover it with foil, and bake it around 350 for 30 to 45 minutes until your chicken is cooked through. So this recipe is super simple. We just have a package of chicken thighs. This is about 2 pounds. And then I have a jar of hot banana peppers. We like to use these instead of the pepperoncinis, but you can use whichever one you like. We also have a packet of au jus gravy mix. After I bought all the ingredients for this, I thought I should have used chicken gravy because that might be good too, but this turned out delicious. And we also have a packet of ranch salad dressing mix and a stick of butter. We also like to add carrots in ours. They get such a good flavor with this. So I'm just going to peel up these carrots and chop them up, and then we'll get everything into the crock pot. So I'm just spraying the inside of my crock pot with some nonstick spray, and then we're going to add our carrots onto the bottom, and then add in our chopped up chicken thighs. Next, I'm adding in the banana peppers. You could use as little or as many as you want. And then you're going to add in some of the juice from the jar. Then we're going to add on our packets of ranch seasoning and our au jus gravy. Finally, we'll just cut up our butter into slices and add that on top. And then I put mine on high for about 5 hours. This is what it looked like halfway through cooking time. And when this was all done, we just served it over some rice with some peas and bread. And this dinner couldn't be any easier, and it's so, so good. And for our bonus dessert, I'm making an apple pie crescent bake. This is so easy. You just need 2 rolls of crescent dough, some apple pie filling, we got the caramel kind, and then we need some cinnamon sugar and some melted butter. I just sprayed my 9x13 with some nonstick spray, and we're going to add in 1 can of the crescent rolls on the bottom and pinch together the seams. Then we're just going to dump that can of pie filling and spread it all out. And now we'll just add our other can of crescent dough and pinch those seams together as well. Now all that's left to do is brush this with the melted butter and add on some cinnamon sugar. And then you're going to bake this at 350 for about 30 minutes. Just make sure the crescent rolls are done. And this is so easy and so yummy. It's a perfect quick dessert on a weeknight. We just served ours topped with some whipped cream and some more cinnamon sugar, and this was so delicious. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any future dinners. Also, don't forget to go check out KAYLA'S channel. I'll have her link down below. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.